Dear Boss, we've got Whitechapel expansion here. So this is the Dear Boss expansion. This was held up for a while, wasn't it? Because although we've actually had it here a while, haven't we, Paul?
Yeah.
This is Paul's copy. That's my copy of the base game. We love the base game. It's a while since we played it, but we've played it many times. And great quality. I even like the translucent counters they give in it, and love these wooden pieces and the wooden pawns. Looking for the right word, yeah. I think they work really well with different coloured policemen and stuff, and really like it a lot. So the Dear Boss, well, I've held off on it, but Paul's bought it because heard very mixed. Well, more on the side of it's not really worth it. So let's have a look and see for ourselves. So it says includes 12 exclusive miniatures, but I do like the wooden things, the wooden pawns. So that was like a thing for me. Obviously FFG, they're really going to just keep churning stuff out, aren't they, anyway? But what's it say on the back? 25 Jack suspect cards that depict those suspected of committing the crimes. 5 policeman cards that feature new abilities for the police. 12 potential victim cards that give details about the murdered women. And a new screen. So that might be pretty cool. And also I think you can alter the game state so that either Jack has an easier time or the police have an easier time, depending on your players and their experience and so forth with this expansion. And it says 12 fantastic miniatures for more exciting games. So there you go. Let's have a look into the Dear Boss expansion. It's a small box, isn't it, as you can see. Same size as the box in width and height, square, but the depth of it is half. What's in it? Right, first of all we have the screen, the player screen. Let's have a look at this player screen. Thin cardboard, perfectly acceptable. Yeah, it seems quite nice. And there's the map there, and set up into alphabetical order there as well. So quite a nice functional screen there. I just had an idea. Let's have a look at the screen from the original just to see what the difference is. So here's the new one here. Now I rounded these edges off with my corner rounder. I do it with all the edges, so that's the. It would have normally been square. So from the front, oh, you got Giochi Uniti, which I guess is some sort of Italian thing, which is a bit of a spoil here, isn't it? On this side, hasn't got it on the original. And then we turn round, and the map obviously is the same, other than it's been gridded off into these squares of A, B. I suppose it's easier to get along with that. Other than that, there's very little difference between the player screens. The right hand side on the new one, rather than the I guess that's an ink bottle and glasses, you've got some sort of graph here to go on. But this on the other side it's the same. So not much difference at all in the player screens, other than this, I guess, setting this off into box sections, the 6 box sections. Other than that, very little difference. Then we get the rules for the expansion next. So it tells you what's new, the miniatures, the Jack screen, cards, Cry Havoc, card front, card back. It does say about the Jack screen, players suggested revisions for Jack screen. This new version has the woman tokens table, that's the table on the right hand upstand, from page 9 of the Letters from Whitechapel rulebook on the right hand side. Yeah, the Whitechapel map on the screen is divided into clearly labelled sections to match those on the game board, which simplifies gameplay for Jack. So yeah, you know, a couple of revisions there, isn't there? Tells you about the policeman cards, potential victim cards. There you go. And then we've got game set up, first game, second game, and so on, to assist the police, to assist Jack. So you can change the level of complexity for either players. And a game options sheet there. I can photocopy that. And then look, wow, that's the box contents. The inserts quite a thing here, isn't it? Now we've got quite a lot of cards there, big tarot size cards, and then we've got these miniatures here. There's nothing else in here, is there? Nope, no such luck. There's nothing else in there. So they've gone to great lengths to make a really nice insert there, haven't they? Which they needed to do to fill out the box, because literally, other than, look, that's your expansion. Now, how much did you pay for this, Paul?
I can't remember offhand. It's 20 something, I think.
20, about 25, 26 quid
Something
delivered.
like that, yeah.
That's scandalous, isn't it? Really, for that. That is pretty a pretty hefty price for what you're getting. Let's have a look. So let's have a look at these miniatures. They're all right. You can see them. They're quite good. You're obviously a policeman from that era, from Victorian era. It looks, with the rounded cap, hat, and the gaslight. I quite like these. I think they're quite neat. I still prefer the wooden ones though. I just think thematically they fit in the game better. The wood tokens, yeah. So there's the coppers. They're all right. Some people prefer miniatures, don't they? We've got 2 jacks there. I guess one's for the track. Here we are. Yeah, well, they're just okay, aren't they? And his top hat there. And then we got the women of the night here. They look a bit innocent, don't they? And godly, which innocent women of the night, I don't guess. These look more like some sort of holy, you know. I don't think they're great, are they? They're all the same sculpt, and women of the night would definitely not look like that, would they? So yeah, you know, so really, I guess, with those. Now the cards, where are they? Here they are. Let's have a look at this deck of cards. This is where I'm hoping things change a little. So nice large cards, plastic coated. Quite like them. I like the artwork on the back. So these, I guess, are for the ladies. They're for the policeman. The copper's hat at the back, and these are for Jack, I would think, because there's his hat. Yeah, so too much to go into here, isn't there? Too much detail, but they seem pretty decent cards. It'd be interesting to see how these play out. Definitely interesting to play with these, to be honest. A lot of information. Like one here, John Pisa. During the 4th night, you cannot use coaches or alleys. So these are all things to hamper other players, depending, I suppose. You can mix and match how you please. So with this one, Mary Jane Kelly, the detectives must discard the current head of investigation tile and replace it with the next tile from the head of investigation pile. Little things to mix the game up a bit, I guess. And let's have a look at some of the Jack ones. These are the police. Sorry, these are the police ones, aren't they? Yeah. Edward Watkins. If you are the head of investigation during phase 2, police hunting the monster, you can choose one patrolling constable, green, brown, or red. That policeman can look for clues after he moves his policeman miniature during that phase. So all little things to break the rules, basically, by the looks of it. So, you know, not bad. I think the cards are the best thing of it, aren't they? The screen, negligible upgrade because there's them little charts on, nothing much in particular. And the miniatures, I prefer the wooden ones, although I do think the coppers here are quite, I quite like them, but I do still prefer the wooden ones. The Jack figure, not overly impressed with, and the Lady of the Night figures, I think, are just don't fit with the game at all. I just think they look far too innocent, like they're a bride at a wedding. But there you go. So that is what you get in the Dear Boss expansion for the excellent game Whitechapel. Thanks for watching.